Hey guys, welcome into another episode of Deal or Flipside. As you can tell, Aaron's not here tonight, so I will be guest hosting, and we got nobody showed up. What the hell?
Vacant. It's a vacant show.
Yeah, what were you just saying, Red Hood? What was your?
No, it's like we were struggling to get people on the last couple of weeks, and then everybody found out you were hosting, and then all of a sudden everybody just started jumping on. So,
That's what it is, right? You're just trying to make me feel good.
no,
I'm super nervous to be here with all you guys, but I'm excited too. Yeah, so you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. That's an interesting intro. I like it. All right, guys, welcome in. As I was saying earlier, we're going to be doing a really cool show tonight. We got a lot of really good books. If you are new, this is the show where you, the audience, along with this insanely stacked panel of just comic book mavericks here, they are going to decide which of two comparably priced books ultimately is the better buy. Yeah? That's the gist of this show. Before we start, though, let's do a quick round table, or whatever shape this is, introducing everybody and the crew we have tonight, starting with the one and only Rob.
Rob's Comics 81, here to talk flipping, or maybe keep it. Who knows? But we'll figure it out.
It's good to see you, Rob. You don't, being on camera, you don't really understand, all of you.
Yeah, all 6'2" of me.
There's a lot of Rob you guys are missing out on. All right, let's keep going.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's the Ninth Wonder. You can find me on Instagram at the Ninth Wonder. You can find me on Whatnot at the Ninth Wonder. You can find me on YouTube at the Ninth Wonder. Exactly how you see spell right down here. Go to all those socials and follow me. I do some of the best giveaways, and sometimes I'm a cool guy. Sometimes I'm an asshole, but mostly I'm an asshole.
The fact that you admit it is a good sign, though. That's saying something. All right, let's move down to Mercenut. For people who don't know who you are.
Hey, I just signed on to Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram. I probably won't be posting, but I don't know. We'll see. But I just did a haul video yesterday, and if anybody's wondering about my thoughts on the saxophone, then look no further.
Okay, why would you get on Instagram but then not post?
I don't know. Nico told me to do it, so I'm just like, all right. But we'll see what happens. We'll see.
I think you're gonna blow up and get a ton of followers.
Yeah, you just want a whole bunch of people to follow you, dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Red Hood, you're up.
Yeah, this is Red Hood, your favorite neighborhood comic presser. I'm an asshole too, man. Don't feel bad, Ninth. I love being an asshole. So it's all good.
And you're on Instagram, Whatnot.
I'm on Instagram. I had some issues with Whatnot the other night. I was on live on 2 different devices. So I was telling people, can you see me? And I was turning my iPad, and I don't know what the hell happened. I probably could have bid on my own shit, so, but I'll try again after Christmas. I was pissed. I cracked my iPad and just threw it across the room.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, geez. Okay, very good. Phil, you're up.
Oh, hey, it's Phil with VintageComicsandToys. We're also on IG, Whatnot. We got a big Star Wars show Friday night. And yeah, if you guys need any last minute, action figures and gifts or whatever, come check out the site, VintageComicsandToys.com. Jen?
Jen, comic aficionado.
You're going to have to give us more. I know you're going to try to just end it there. Jen hates when she's in the spotlight. This is
Everybody look at Jen.
Everybody.
No. Nope.
I actually met Jen this weekend at C2E2.
Yeah, it was really cool to see you. Although I feel awkward now because I just watched you. I'm like, it's me, and you're like, Jen, come fish it out, and you're like, oh hey.
No, calm down, because I was not expecting you to be that tall. And I told you that.
Right?
I was like, what the? Like for me to meet a woman that's nearly as tall as I am, I'm almost 6'5". You got to understand. That's like, I thought my wife was tall, but I was like, okay, this is a different type of tall. Okay.
But I also know, like, in the future, when I go up to people, I can't just be like, it's me.
Yeah,
yes, you can.
That's true too. That's true too.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, I don't know if people are watching for the first time ever, Laura and I, because we haven't come on here before. We're in Comic Book Women in near Nerdvana, and yeah.
And Jen is evenly matched against the rest of these guys. I'm looking forward to getting your insight. You are a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, you are. Yeah, a little bit. And yeah, she is very tall. Like, I remember when I first met you and you gave me a hug, I was just like, I just want to snuggle up in there and just felt so safe. Like, I'm just going to stay right here. Anyway, Tony.
What's up, crew? Thanks for letting me jump in at the last minute. How's my audio? Is this okay? Can you
Sounds
hear?
like shit.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're good? Okay. Yeah, a couple of things. First of all, where's Ant?
He's in the other room. We just launched Dog Days #2, the exclusive that we did for that. So he's in the other room. Just, anytime you have a launch, there's like this avalanche of customer service issues that kind of come along with that. So he might hop on later if I can get him to.
And then Laura, I know Aaron Yee showed us the thumbnail, and he promised you were going to shave your head like Howie Mandel. So what's up with that?
The thumbnail, I actually told him when he was putting this up, first off, I don't know where he got this picture. Here, I'll show you guys. I don't know where he got the picture from because I don't have social media. Well, I have social media, but I'm really bad. But I'm like, what the hell is happening here? But it would have been a lot better if I had the bald head.
You look like a judge from like Judge Judy or something, right?
Yeah, this is not a good look, but that's okay.
He's like, get out of my courtroom.
Yeah, like a sleazy lawyer.
Well, damn, right? I mean, yeah. My head just looks like it shouldn't be bent that direction. I don't know.
If we get a lot of viewers tonight, I'm going to have to tell Aaron to change his thumbnail to this,
That's a bad picture. I'm like, where did you find this? Well, yeah. So anyway, hopefully Anthony will pop on later on today. And let's see, for those of you who aren't aware, I do Comic Book Women with Jen on Tuesdays. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a pretty fun show. I mean, I don't think we get nearly as many views as we deserve.
Y'all did an amazing one on Kingpin. Yeah.
Right? That was a good show, but it just like there wasn't a ton of people, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Thanks.
Anytime you want me to jump on your show, I'll jump on your show. When you go on Tuesdays, anytime.
Really?
Yeah, just send me a link. I'll jump on.
Okay. Yeah, we would totally accept that. That'd be really cool. It'd be really cool. Who was the only male we had on our show, Jen? We had Yee, he hosted for me. Rob.
Garrett Gunn,
yeah. So a couple men have braved it. But yeah, so check out Comic Book Women. Yeah. Rob did our foreign comic episode, which was just insane.
I would love to hop on, but I don't know if I have anything positive to add to it.
You'd be fine. You and Lucy could just sit there and just talk shit the whole time. That's basically what she does. She like finds little things. So anyway, Comic Book Women, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. And then I'm one of the owners of Bird City Comics. If you haven't checked us out, please do, and subscribe to the little newsletter and all that fun stuff. All right, did I miss anybody in the chat? I think we are good. So the way this game works, if you've never tuned in before, we are going to be putting up 2 different books to compare. They're going to go head to head. They're both evenly matched, and they both recently sold. And our wonderful panel here is going to decide which of the books they would they would buy. They will hold up Flipside for the top book. You guys can't really see mine. Or Deal for the bottom book. Initially, I will pick 2 opposing views to kind of start the debate. Then I'll open it to the panel. Any of the guys in the chat real quick, are any of you guys familiar how to create a poll on YouTube? Anybody? No, it's okay. I'll figure it out. Not to worry. None of you guys know how to do a poll? Okay, I don't either.
Us?
I don't got enough followers on my YouTube to do a poll yet. I'm like halfway there. So
Aaron sent me like all these videos on how to do it, but I'm still a little bit confused. I'll try to figure it out, and if I can get the polls to pop up, you guys in the audience, make sure that you put in your votes. Oh, just highlight the comments. Damn it, he's watching. I failed him. Okay. Is Phil wearing glasses? Is he okay? Phil, how you doing?
Yeah, I am wearing glasses. That's right. I'm channeling my Aaron Yee right now.
Oh,
in spirit with the glasses. So don't have the suit right now, but we're doing.
We miss him, right, guys? It's not the same without Yee here.
Yeah, because there's a whole shitload of people on tonight, man.
I know this is
gonna live.
This is
Look
gonna
at
get
this,
like.
Aaron. Can you believe how many people jumped on here, man? Like the minute we said Laura's hosting, look, man, everybody came out of retirement, man. What's going on, dude? Like me and Aaron would be the only ones on, and then finally somebody would show up. Like Laura's on. Everybody was on before Laura. Laura's hosting.
Just so you can watch me stumble my way through this. All right, let's get started. So the first one we're gonna do here. So we have Venom number 25, Legacy 190. This is a 9.8 CGC.
Oh my god!
I know. I'm curious what you guys think on this one. Actually, yeah. And then on the bottom we got Stray Dogs number 1, second print, also a 9.8. I'm gonna give you guys a second to ponder that.
This is a nightmare. Like, if you're a seller and you sold this book for that, I mean, it's like, get your ass out of the game, bro. Like,
Is that Nico? Did Nico sell these?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you call selling books way too early. Way too early. Like,
all right, so I have an idea what your vote's gonna be, but hold up your signs on the count of 3, guys. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! I don't know what to do when everybody agrees.
Oh, we just kind of
Roundtable
roundtable it.
All right, Rob,
you know what? I'll be the flip side because I forgot to hold up my sign.
Yeah, can't one of you just throw the okay? So like make an argument at least. So let's do Rob on this one and Red Hood since you were already kind of getting started. Go ahead.
All right. The only thing you really can say is that Stray Dogs is still rampant and hot, so you really would go for that. But to play devil's advocate, Venom is still a beloved character. He's already been in the game for 30 years now. So if somebody probably bought this just to fill a run at 9.8s maybe, because Spidey gets 9.8 run, why not Venom? So I guess somebody really just wanted this book for run completion of 9.8s on Venom. So this
is that not a first appearance?
No, not in this one. Not 20. Not 25.
Not necessarily. Okay.
Nah. Not to my knowledge, no.
All right.
It's not rare.
No, I would pick the Stray Dogs. I would pick the Stray Dogs just because it's a second print and it's a pretty cool cover. I mean, but like second printings, that's a thing. I don't suspect it was a larger print run, but I've been surprised before. But man, it costs like $25 to get your stuff graded, and then time is money. It probably took about 6 months for that book to come in, and then you sell it for $15. Like, just go ahead and retire, man. Like, when you send a book off and you get a 9.8, those things are like, sometimes they got to marinate. You know what I mean? Like there is a thing of selling books way too early, and this is a clear example of selling books way too early. I mean, they're straight up modern, right? We're trying to come up with what different terms like Silver Age, Golden Age, or whatever. I would call this like brand new, like the brand new age. You know, it's like this is way too early.
I just have to add that Ninth Wonder's bagging up some books that are worth both of these combined and grading.
Okay, Jen, what?
Nah, this ain't worth nothing. It's just
Pacelli Ultimate Fallout 4? Yeah, okay.
He's not worth nothing, man. The condition on him not that great. You know, if it's not a 9.8, it's not great these days. I did want to say on these two books though, that 9.8 and that Stray Dogs book, they used to sell for like $25 raw faithfully. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this auction just fell through the hole, but I mean, 15. I would go with the Stray Dogs just because it's cheaper than the Venom. But I mean, honestly, I would buy both of these slabs under $20. I mean, it costs more to get graded.
Yep.
I don't, but I guess if you could count in the shipping, maybe that's something to factor into it. I don't know, man.
$14. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So yeah, and like the 5th was on a Sunday, so like, man, I wish I'd have paid $20 for that 9.8. Man, can you find out who the seller was so we can call him up and laugh at him? Hey, bro, you sold that 9.8? Hey, I just want to make sure, bro. You're still selling books? I mean, I'll follow him. Hey, put his seller tag in the link so we can follow him, man, and like get up all his auctions.
Yeah, well, maybe it was an anomaly. I'm gonna look it up real quick because maybe he did just not get enough people that were actively bidding and he got screwed over. Let's see what it's actually going for. Jen, what do you think?
I mean, I feel like it's interesting to see the market where it's the shiny new thing. It redirects the whole entire, right? So everyone's kind of moved on, but Stray Dogs is still coming, right? Was it Paramount Animation?
Yeah, there's so much stuff coming.
So when it was in your view, people were going crazy. But I think now people are pivoting, but they'll come back to it. So that's it's interesting. And that Venom, it's just funny because I remember seeing it on the shelf. I'm like, rare. The Stray Dogs was harder to find. But if you want a book, keep it on eBay the notification to save your, because you get sidetracked. You start looking for other stuff and you forget. Like, we don't check every book that we want every single day. So,
and it is on a little bit of a dip right now too, though. I'm looking on eBay at the moment. You guys are completely right, though. About $15 if you want to get a 9.8 contender, and then you have to get it graded. So that is definitely a steal.
Yeah, he doesn't have 100% feedback. I'm looking at him. So karma, baby.
You probably talking to ship this book.
You're like, oh, sorry, something happened. I couldn't get it in the mail. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's cracked. I don't want to send it to you cracked.
Oh, Rob, you got that? Nice.
Should just pay for one of these instead of buying those.
Yep.
Yeah, they've definitely held their value. I mean, those Goosebumps homages, I think it's anything that pulls at that nostalgia right now. People just are eating it up. All right, well, that was a really easy first round. You guys were pretty unanimous. The poll agrees. 80% went with Stray Dogs #1. So anything else to add, guys, before I move on to the next one?
Nope.
None of you just noticed that I mentioned the poll. I figured out how to do the poll.
Oh, you got the poll going? What did the poll pick?
The poll going. Yeah, I was over there like messing with it while you guys were talking, and it's actually really easy. There's a button that says create poll. So who knew? All right, this one, I'm going to weigh in after all of you guys kind of talk a little bit here, because this is the battle of two of like the hottest artists right now. They're both their firsts, although Jen, if you remember, we talked about this on Comic Book Women. Hackslash technically was commissioned first, but because of publishing and everything, Voltron came out first. But anyway, so we got Voltron A Legend Forged from 2008. This is the #1, the first Jenny Frison cover. Bee and Puppy Cat number 9, first Rose Besh cover, a 9.8. On the count of 3, hold up your signs. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wait, hold. The Ninth Wonder. Come on. What's your sign? What's?
I say Flipside.
Okay, we got a nice little. Okay, let's do this.
Flipside, but
let's go with Mercenaut and Tony. Mercenaut.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Carter.
Okay, so I chose the Voltron book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just because one, it's Voltron. That book is insanely tough to find. I have yet to find it. I would love to find that book. As far as the Bee and Puppy Cat number 9, I'm sure that'll turn up at some point for cover price. I'm pretty confident on that. Regardless, you know what I mean. So that's why I'm going with Voltron, even though it's not graded. I like that book a lot, and if I saw it for 30% off, I might buy it.
So this is too rich for your blood?
Oh hell yeah. Your boy's cheap.
Yeah, I mean, actually that's why I went with the bottom one. I think it's, I mean, I guess I haven't priced it out. I had one of these, and I mean, I sold my raw for like 140, so, and that wasn't a 9.8 candidate. So I feel like a 9.8 for 200 is, and that is a rare book. I mean, nobody was buying Bee and the Puppy Cat however many years ago. This was before Boom became a big thing. So I love that top cover. I love Jenny Frison. You know, I do chase her covers, definitely, but I feel like that's kind of market price right now for and I don't know if that's, you know, a 9.8 candidate or not. What so I guess value wise, I'm gonna go with Rose Besh. I know she's kind of an underdog. She's only been around for less than a year. But it seems like she's got staying power. So and I do like picking up first comic art of my favorite artists. So yeah, I'll go with the Bee.
A lot of times I'd go with what I gives a fuck about, and I just do not care about being a Puppy Cat. So I'll go with Voltron, just because nostalgia's sake.
Okay. All right, everybody else, what do you want to vote on?
Well,
I'm going to go last.
You got a book that's graded a 9.8 with an up-and-coming artist, and then you've got a raw book. So if they're both $200, I would kind of want the one that is already ready to go and ready to flip the minute it doubles in price. But like Jenny Frison, she's already becoming it's, you know, she's already a household name. You know, her art is just phenomenal. But I've been getting an education on Rose Besh as far as what she brings to the table, and she is very unique, and she's on the come up. So, I mean, honestly, I don't think you could go wrong. Like, if you're a fan of Jenny Frison, you wouldn't mind paying that to go to a con. It's already raw. It looks like a pretty high grade, and to get it submitted and get the yellow label, and then this Rose Besh is already a 9.8, and it's her basic her rookie card of artwork, so in comics. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong. If I had to pick, I would take the 9.8.
Okay. I'm actually surprised you said that. If I had to guess, I would have thought that you would have gone for the Voltron.
But yeah, well, you know, like you got to take into consideration the slabbing fees and all of that. I mean, it's a 9.8. It's ready to go. There's like, you don't have to do this like a podcast where you're covering up the slab and I was guessing a 9.6. Oh shit, I got a 9.8. I got a 9.8. You know, you don't have to do any of that. It's already a 9.8. you know those podcast unboxings where they cover up the label for some stupid reason, like Word of Trust, that you didn't look at your grades. when CGC emailed them to you. Like, we're supposed to believe that, you know? But anyway, all right.
I would go with with the Jenny Frison, even though it's not graded, just because I feel like her art has longer staying power, and I feel like the floor is more likely to fall out on that bee and puppy cat before Jenny Frison on the Voltron cover falls out. But another reason I'm gonna have to go with Jenny is because I met her at C2E2 this weekend. She was super nice
Wait,
to me.
pause the show. You met her in person, Jen?
Yeah, I met her at C2E2. I lost a print I bought from her, and she gave me another one for free. She autographed this art book for Aaron. I gotta send this off to Aaron along with some other stuff.
Wow. I thought we were friends. Shit, man.
I know. Where's mine, Aaron?
Man, I tell you this, man. That woman, all due respect to my wife, that woman Jenny Frison is beautiful, man.
She's gorgeous. Like I could just stare at her all day.
So Rose Besh is ugly?
I actually don't know what Rose Besh
You know
like.
what, bro? Rose Besh was at C2E2.
Yeah.
And they did not even have that like announced on a website. I didn't find out she was there till literally I was getting ready to walk off the floor and go to my lift so I could catch my plane, and found out Rose Besh was there. I was pissed off, bro. Oh, I was so mad. And John Boy was there, but she did a bunch of autographs for me on different books, man. Jenny is she's the bomb. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jenny, man. That's my girl. That's my girl now. So I'm gonna go with Jenny, man. She hooked it up. So she's a legend of mine.
What, Jen? You're laughing at something.
Next year.
Yeah, you got to make sure you go and meet her. So let's see. Who else wants to weigh in? Tony, did you weigh in on this yet?
I did, yep.
I kind of forget who talked about you.
No, it's all right. I just looked it up. Raws for the bee and the puppy cat are between 70 and 100. So I still feel like that 200's cheap.
Yeah. I mean, Rose Besh, like, I feel like she kind of spiked for a while, then it dipped again. And then that book that she just put out, like the fire hair, what is that?
NYX.
NYX, yeah. That cover that just came out kind of brought her back up, then she started going up again. And I'm a Jenny loyalist as well, and I'm a nerd out on you guys a little bit here. So her art style is really, really inspired. She's actually done a bunch of interviews saying that Alphonse Mucha, which is a Czech artist, thank you, during the Nouveau movement. Do you guys know anything about art history?
Absolutely. I love Alphonse Mucha.
Mucha. Yeah, there you go. I mean, he was known for creating these goddess-like women that are, set up against these botanical, intricate backdrops. And when you look at his stuff and then you look at Jenny's, she's done such a great job of pulling so much inspiration from him, but turning it into her own at the same time. And I think that she's going to just continue to get better and better and better. If you look at her progression from when she first started to now, my money's on her all day long.
Wow.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Those of you who've met Jenny Frison, and I love Jenny Frison, I don't mean anything bad against Jenny Frison, but does she talk about how so many of her portraits or whatever look like Jennifer Connelly? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what
Wonder
they
Woman.
do? They do. There's a lot of Wonder Woman covers that look like Jennifer Connelly. And I
just wonder if she's ever talked about that.
She's talked
just like.
The only thing I've ever heard her say is that she uses her own reflection as inspiration behind her.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
Like, so does Natalie Saunders, though. A lot of these artists do. So does Carla Cohen. They'll just kind of look themselves in the mirror and become Catwoman or whatever. They use their own reflections to do that. I've never heard her say anything about it. Now I'm going to see Jennifer Connelly in all these, though.
I will say this, though, that Voltron, A Legend Form, came out in 2008. That Bee and Puppy Cat came out in 2014. So if I just had to put my money on it, I'm going to say the book that came out in 2008 is probably a much tougher 9/8 or high grade copy, period. Which is why we probably see that big price discrepancy in between the 9/8 and a raw copy.
I think it's a lot cooler to say that I got a Voltron #1, bro. You know, instead of what'd you get? I got a B and Puppy Cat #1. I mean #9. Like nobody's gonna go, oh, you got the B and Puppy Cat. Oh shit, Joe. You know, ain't happening.
Oh, you got that bee in the puppy cat.
You're leaving the comic shop. I got the bee. I got the bee.
You guys. Okay, there are, at the end of 2018, there were only 8 graded copies of Voltron with no 9/8 copies. Currently, though, there are 3 9/8 copies on the CGC census. Bee and Puppy Cat, let's see, there are only 5 copies graded, 3 9/8s, a 9/6, and a 9/4. And then Aaron wrote, "Can be a tough book to find." he really did. I'm reading his notes. He's all pun intended. It's like, oh God, Aaron.
Wasn't there a Bee and Puppy Cat like error or something like that on #1, Phil? Something. Wasn't there an issue with?
Yeah, there's a cover A and cover B, and it talks about, it's like called like the alcoholism story, and literally when they printed it out, it wasn't the story, like the guts were not supposed to be there, so it's like the completely entirely wrong comic book in that book. And yeah, the only way you can tell is if you look at the barcode. There's some numberings where you can figure out whether it's the error or not. So just some cornbread. They're still on Midtown, so anyone wants to buy them. Last time I checked, the error is at Midtown. So,
all right. I think we are ready to move on. Anybody have anything to add to this, or should we keep going?
Next book.
Let's keep going, Laura. All right. Spawn #1, first print, the wonderful, glorious PGX 9.8 Pedigree Gold Collection. Yeah. We got that up on the top for $179.99. On the bottom, we have the iconic Batman: The Dark Knight Returns 1 CGC graded at an 8.5. All right, get your signs ready. Throw them up. Okay, so I think we only got 2 Flipside people here. So, all right, we're going to go with Phil and Jen on this one.
Jen, you want to go first?
Okay, so I know that PGX, like I would probably just crack it, but I just don't like I can't. So I'm gonna go, okay, Batman. I don't have it. I would be happy with an 8.5. I don't know about this price, but because now I'm kind of waffling back and forth, because the PGX, you just crack it, right, and resubmit it to
Absolutely.
CGC. So
Or you send it to me.
Dang it. I can't flip it, right?
I do all the time on this show. I go
Just
back and forth.
about, like, can I? Because I would just crack, because I don't like PGX. I know that they're trying to come back and that they made some missteps, more than a couple missteps, and they're trying to come back. I understand. Still wouldn't want to have one in my collection. So yeah, crack it, resubmit it. But Dark Knight, damn it. Sorry.
That was a good argument. That's good stuff. I like your reasoning. That was good. All right.
Yeah. I think PGX is making a little bit of a comeback, because it was on Tales on the Flip Side that McClay pointed out that on the Hot 10 that just the label and that PGX label said that this Ultimate Spider-Man book was like the first Miles as Spider-Man, right? So like, yeah, I guess people are paying attention to PGX, right? I don't know if you can cross this over and keep that pedigree gold label annotation, so you may lose that. I mean, everyone's just buying everything Spawn. Like, if you go on Whatnot, everyone's like, "You got the Spawn, you got the Spawn." I had the same asshole asking me about, "Hey, you got the first Gunslinger, like 184 and 185?" You know, like every single time. I'm like, "Dude, you got to stop, man." You know, you're like, stop trolling the freaking chat, asking for Spawn this, Spawn that. I'm like, yo, I'm not even selling that stuff. You know, I'm gonna be crazy auctioning that stuff on Whatnot. You know. But Spawn ones, you generally go for like sometimes between like $50 to $75 on Whatnot whenever I put them out. So like, you know, even if I get like, you know, a 9.4 or 9.6, I'll take a shot at that gamble to get that 9.8.
So you would crack it when you submit it.
Or you know what? I actually wouldn't even mind leaving it like that because I buy tons of vintage with that PGX label. I just really, really have to look at it, and you have to look at the PG. So there's different generations of PGX, and you kind of want to see like the earlier generations of PGX. Like, yeah, there could be restoration, blah blah, or whatever, or a poster could be missing of a Spawn. I was looking at a collection yesterday, and I saw a 9 green label CGC qualified, and it was missing the poster. So it's like, yeah, you know, it's a little bit of a risk with the PGX Spawn one, but I take a gamble for sure.
For $179, hell yeah, I would take that gamble. I mean, that is, you know, CGC 98 like definitely sells for more than $179. So,
yeah, but like,
I don't know
yeah,
how they got a pedigree though. Like, what constitutes a pedigree for PGX though? Like,
just a Notary Republic with PGX maybe.
I don't know, some DNA. I don't know, man. Like, because I know there has to be a lot of qualifications to even hit a CGC pedigree. But I always like when someone puts "it's like CGC" in their title. It's like an 8.5. It's kind of like a 9.8, but it's an 8.5. You know, it's kind of like it.
All right, can you guys
But,
just
you know,
shed a little
yeah.
light though on the whole PGX thing? Like, what caused the whole like downfall? I know you guys probably all know the answer to this. I've heard that they've done like shady grading or just not very well versed. But what's the backstory there?
There was a video I watched years ago, and I mean years ago. I can't even find the video anymore, of a guy, he cracked open. He had just got back a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. He got it back. Supposedly, it was first print. He got it back, cracked open that PGX slab, and it was a third print. And needless to say, he freaked out over it. And I think that is just kind of, that's rippled throughout the years. You know, that I guess that bad reputation since then.
Guys, I think Tony has to hop off here. His audio is being kind of weird.
Tony.
Bye, Tony.
Peace.
Thanks for
Good
coming
to see
out.
y'all. I'll keep watching.
And then also PGX, like they were saying, a 9.8 PGX is probably closer to like a 9.2. Like the grading sometimes isn't like when you get them back and you can see it, but it's like you would see that when you bought it, right?
Right.
But if you're not in person and you're just going off of like one photo, that kind of.
Yeah. So like, if clearly you would want more photos if you're buying if you're buying any graded book on online, especially eBay, you would hope that they do like big blow ups of the corners and the back, so you can see if there's no color rub, or, you know, like if you're, you know, as a seller, you want to be as transparent as you can be, and because that helps the buyer, and plus it's a trust, you know, like me, I don't buy any PGXs, like only to crack open. That's it. I don't buy any to like hang on to and sell, like, because you're not going to get max value for it. That's just a fact. Now Phil does bring up a good point. Like, if they're going to do some added research and go ahead and put some things on a label that level up somebody's book, well, that's in play now because CGC has been challenged to put some other things on their label. Hey, this is the first appearance, and they don't even have it on there. Hell, Star Wars #1, they don't have on their first appearance of Luke Skywalker. That's a big freaking deal. First appearance of Darth Vader, or, like, that's a big deal to people. You know, the minute they start doing leveling up these labels and putting what's in the guts of the book, it makes a big difference. So we'll have to see where this goes, but goddamn, that's still an ugly ass label too, though, man. You know?
Yeah, that label is worse than the CBCS label, bro. And I got a lot of CBCS book. The thing I wonder about is why these labels, these grading companies, won't do the little bitty things that could enhance their product, like say, hey, this is the first appearance of Miles Morales in this costume, or give a multiple point grading system. Say the corners are good, the the spine is this. Like, man, level up this grading a little bit, man. Stop just going with the same 9.8, 9.6, 9.4.
No shit, man.
Every now and then slap on the first appearance. Like, I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel like grading is just not worth the money that you putting out for what you get in return.
Right. I totally agree. Like, if I was going to open up my own grading company, like, if I wanted to be have some differentiation in my company, hell, you'd see some 9.7s in there, bro. You'd see some 9.5s. I mean, like how close is a book from a 9.6 to a 9.8? That's a big deal, you know. So like what, you know, because some books are a little farther than others, and some companies, you know, they give you a gift 9.8 and you don't know, and then you or a gift 9.6 and it should have been a 9.4. Like, there's so much inconsistency with these companies too. So, like, I mean, it makes it hard, but I definitely would love to see some cutting edge. I mean, hell, these labels look the same from 2002. The color blue. Why do they all have to be blue? You know, at least CGC had that one time where they did what the 9.5, the red label for some of those books, but and their early books, like red labels back in the day. But, like, why does everybody have to be blue? Like, is that like the universal color? Let's see some, like, have you seen that BGS black and gold? Like, if you've got a perfect book, I want to see a BGS black and gold, like,
Yeah.
something pop off like that.
I didn't understand why CBCS did. A, I don't understand why they didn't keep the Beckett name, and two, I didn't understand why they didn't go with black and gold on their labels to make their books stand out. Because I feel like what if every card came in silver? Like, you could only buy cards in silver. Like, what's the point? But they got silvers, blues, reds, because different people like different colors. So the first thing you can do to automatically make yourself stand out from the competition is do a different color, on the label. But what do I know? I'm just an ass.
No, man, you know what you are. You know what you are. You know what you are. You're a customer, right? And so these grading companies are taking advantage of, they've got a product that everybody wants, so they're not going to change, and they don't give a shit, right? If everybody stopped buying their product, then then you would see some differentiation. So in the meantime, it's like the Cubs. They lost for so many years, so they never bought any free agents, picked up any free agents, because they knew they were always going to sell out in Wrigley, especially the summertime, the bleacher bums and all that. So it's like, man, why do we even bother to try and win? We're the lovable losers, so we don't have to win, right? They've already selling out the crowd. So it's the same thing here. It's like, why should we do anything with our label? Hell, we're borderline having to shut down because we got so many books coming in. So that's the deal with these guys. And, props to PGX for trying to change the game a little bit and push the envelope and doing a little research on some of these books, because that will gain some attention very quickly from the comic community.
Yeah, and like here's something very interesting. I've never seen a modern label with a pedigree. Like I've never seen modern collections get a pedigree status. So this is kind of like a big alert here. Like, you know, can you imagine if we get like a Ninth Wonder pedigree collection, all PGX, man? I mean, that should be wild, man. Mighty Melody pedigree collection, PGX, you know?
Like we could turn our own books into a pedigree. I wonder what that costs, you know?
I think everything has to be, I don't know what their standards would be for a modern, but I think for a pedigree vintage, I think someone helped me out in the chat, but I think maybe it has to be like an 8.0 and above or something for a vintage collection. That has to be a certain amount, like maybe 5,000 books or something. But I mean, this is very interesting that PGX is moving the needle here, and they don't give a damn, like Joe said, you know.
Maybe PGX could be absorbed by CGC or somebody on how sturdy the cases are. Those things are basically bulletproof. Good luck getting that spawn out.
Yeah.
So they have done some things to change their product. You know, now it's just urban legends and things that used to happen in the past. But you know, all these grading companies have had some little stains on their reputation before. But PGX just seems to have, you know, that video that Mercenaut was talking about, that's seared into a lot of people's memory.
All right, let's see here. So I forgot to mention the poll results from the last one. So Voltron won by 68% versus B and Puppy Cat at 31. Not a huge shocker there, but as you guys discuss, it's so interesting to watch the poll because people start I think people change their votes. Like they'll be leaning one direction and then you guys will start talking and then the poll starts going the other direction. So as of right now, though, the majority of the chat is going to go with Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. So anybody else have anything they want to add to this before we keep going?
No.
All right. Let's see. Up next, we have Lobo #1, 9.8.
Oh.
And then we got West Coast Avengers, limited series #1, both 9.8s, both going for 250. Yeah, this is an interesting one. All right, hold up your signs.
Yeah, it's tough.
You can take a second if you need it. All right, Flipside. Phil went with Deal. All right, let's see. Let's go with Phil and Mercenaut on this one. The Ninth Wonder is taking forever to hold up your sign.
Man, I was tripping. Man, I zoned out, but I definitely would have went Deal.
Well,
I just dig. I don't know what it is. I see that West Coast Avengers everywhere, and I just can't see paying $250 for a 9.8. I can't see paying $250 for either of them in the 9.8, but at least the Lobo. Again, if DC gets their head out of their ass, they have a household name on their hands. You know what I'm saying when it comes to Lobo, and I think that to have that in the 9.8, I wish that were a newsstand in the 9.8, but to have that in the 9.8 and again, if DC gets their head out of their ass, you got something there.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Lobo too. I keep seeing these titles on eBay saying that Lobo movie spec or something could be the next. I don't know what's going on with Lobo.
Well, he was supposed to get his own show after Krypton.
Well, he did, didn't he? And they canceled
right?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it got canceled.
Yeah, so he premiered on Krypton, that Krypton show. People were buzzing about it. Then,
I've been seeing Omega Men 3s selling. Like, I don't know. I've been keeping track of the market, and I'm like, why are Omega Men 3s selling? Like, slab copies, you know? So, it's a tough decision, but West Coast Avengers, all things Marvel, it doesn't hurt to spend a little bit of a premium. to get an early number one of West Coast Avengers in that miniseries, and nice Hawkeye cover. And I think if they keep Clint Barton and Kate Bishop together, on Kate Bishop's second move to SoCal, they form Hawkeye Investigations, and then that becomes West Coast Avengers in 2018. So yeah, just purely on the story being adapted, that we get the West Coast Avengers, and then America Chavez is on that team, and she meets her girlfriend on that team. So I mean, there's a lot of good things about this 2018 series, and yeah, I guess Mr. Longshirt would love it if Gwenpool came into play too. So yeah, we'll see.
Also with the Lobo, that to me that has all the potential for kind of like a modern classic, you know, kind of like a lower tier modern classic cover. That's a great looking cover, especially for all black.
Yeah, that's his first solo series too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just something about those books from 84, like 83, 84 is when I really started getting into collecting my own comics. And like, I mean, that was the same run with Secret Wars. It was all about the miniseries. I mean, that's when miniseries really were started taking off. Man, it presents nicely, man. Just that West Coast Avengers, like there's like I'm interested to see how many 9/8s there are from 1984 in this book.
Ooh, I can tell you. You want to know?
Yeah, tell me.
Let's see. Aaron left me notes. All right. First, I'll tell you the Lobo one. There's 728 total graded, 199, 304 9/8s. So for Marvel, there are 209 total graded with 77 9/8s.
That's what I thought. In your face, baby. because I collected these books. I mean, that book was a little fatter, right? So the fatter the books are, the smaller the staples, the more you're going to have binary issues on the top and the bottom corner. That's always a thing. And then you've got printer issues on the bottom with those Marvel books too. So it's tough getting the 9/8 in those books from 84 and 85. There's something about the way they printed them.
It's also the extra 6 years. If you look at the boom of the 90s and people taking care of their comics, versus back in the 80s, people were still not. They're taking better condition of care of their books, but it's not to the extent of the 90s. Like I find so many more 90 books, but the case can be said for both. But just that 6 years. That's even in the census, you can kind of see a little bit of a difference because of that.
Jen, when I was working at my uncle's shop back in the early 80s, right? So I always thought we overtook care of books, right? Like, how do you do that? So we used to sell, and it used to be a thing where you would have a board for the middle of the book, right?
I've gotten books like that.
Yeah, so that used to be a thing where they used to protect the inside of the book, but then for some odd reason, it was just like, you really don't need it, right? But that was always a thing to always have some more support. So now people there's now the evolution, the innovation is now like E. Gerber with the 48 point and then this other company, Comic Pro, with a 56 point backing board, giving more support to the book. But the middle of the book where the staples were the way I came up was always give the middle support, so you don't have any movement with the book. So
there's definitely been books where I get them and I'm like, why would they put the board in the middle? I'm like, whatever, it's fine.
All right. Anybody else want to weigh in on this one? Or did we cover everybody?
No, we're good.
Dude, you must be like an octopus in the background because I'm clicking other things and doing other things and looking at polls. His job is this is stressful. It's like, make sure you get thumbs ups. Make sure you're monitoring the polls. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I vote for Lobo because he's an asshole.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
If somebody watching polls or something, I keep hearing this like clicking sound in the background. Sound like when your kid leave their Legos in their pants pockets and you dry them and you just stuff rattling around in the dryer.
All right, let's figure it out. Is it Jen?
No, it's not Jen.
typing.
I think it was.
Here, I'll put myself on mute.
Nope, it's still there. I think we're good. Are you good?
It went away.
I think it's Rob. I think it's Rob's from Rob's Comics. Right, start blaming him. He's all like, "What? I didn't do nothing."
I think it was Hood.
It wasn't me. I'm not doing anything. Kiss my ass.
It's probably your dog.
You're an asshole.
Someone's doing laundry. That is what it sounds like. They left a pen in there or something. All right. So on the poll so far, we have 71% going with the West Coast Avengers. Personally, I would back the West Coast Avengers as well because they got Disney Plus on their side. Until DC finds something comparable to get them pushed on all these media platforms, I just see Marvel books kicking their ass for a while.
But is that where you then look for the Lobo deal and all these DC comics and just keep them on the back, like buy them cheap, and then when it happens, you'll be ready?
I mean, eventually it has to happen, right? They have to get their shit together, right?
I think
nobody's looking.
I just think that, yeah, absolutely. Like, if you're gonna buy DC, buy it now. Like,
buy it now, buy it cheap.
Yeah.
When nobody's looking. That's right.
When nobody's looking. All right, good stuff. Let's keep going. Oh man, I'm behind schedule. This is craziness. Jen, just so you know, this one's gonna be you, honey. So you might want to get ready. So we got Star Wars, Jedi, Mace Windu, 9/8, 44401. Star Wars, Jedi versus Sith, 9/8, number one again for 415. I'm gonna give her a second, guys, because I don't want her to have like a panic attack down there. So think about this, Jen. I just handed you $441 or $44.01. Which book are you gonna buy?
You can give me money?
Yeah. No. No.
This is theoretical dollars.
Theoretically. Take a second. Really think this one out because I'm going to call on you. I'm letting you know. All right. Hold up your signs when you guys are ready. Okay. All right. So, Jen, I hate to do this to you, but I'm putting you up against Red Hood.
Oh man, I want to
have fun. Have fun.
I mean, so Mace Windu is Ventress's like
first appearance.
First, right? And I love Ventress. I love Dark Disciples. I cried in my car. I had to pull over. It's a really good story. So I feel like for the light that she has, it will burn bright, but I also know what happens. So it's tough. Like I've only ever also found one. I've never found like multiples of this book, right? So I would just go with that because eventually it's a cool character. She has a good arc. And then the end was Chef's Kiss. But then that's before the Chef Kiss happens, you have to sell it. So, but yeah, I like Ventress a lot.
I can tell Phil has stuff to say. Well, you guys you're all gonna get a turn. I know this is a good one. All right.
Oh, have you guys seen the Mace Windu fan movie made where it was you see he comes back and he fights against the stormtroopers, and then Vader comes, and then hopefully they'll make another one where it's like them battling. But you see like him like all gnarly from being pushed out the window, and that was a really good one too. Sorry.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube. If you get a chance, like they put some good money into it, and it's fun.
All right, awesome. Check it out.
They could bring him back. All right.
Well said. Very good, Jen. All right.
I don't know. Damn it.
Did she change your mind?
Yeah, kind of. Phil, what's who's the first appearance in Jedi versus Sith #1? Is there first appearance?
Darth Bane.
Dwayne. God damn it. But Ventress, isn't there something coming up with Asajj? Isn't she supposedly gonna like come back in one of these Star Wars series?
Probably Ahsoka would probably be the
Ahsoka?
closest.
Man,
That would be
dude.
the assumption.
If I had to guess.
Or the
Just from
Bad
watching
Batch.
Rebels and how she was an intricate part of how
Right.
Ahsoka got back into it, I think Asajj would show up in Ahsoka, if I had to guess.
I mean, do you see Bane coming?
As a figment maybe, or in the shadows.
Down the road. It depends what they do with what era they start to choose to go into. Because
Exactly.
we keep hearing the prequels, but it's like, okay, that's like thousands and thousands of years. Like you need to pick one.
I'd like to hear Phil's take on why he would take Jedi versus Sith #1. Is it because it's cheap?
Yeah.
Right
So you're
now?
gonna go up against both Phil and Jen? All right.
No. I just from because Jen's got me thinking differently.
All right, Phil, get him.
Don't get me like I'm
Get
neutral. I'm neutral. Like don't pick on me.
Pick on him.
I mean, this book is so hard to get in a 9.8. Like, literally, I submitted a 9.8. I'm a 9.8 candidate to CGC, and I was like the second or third on the census to get a 9.8, and like there was literally like a hole in the spine, just about like a nice little tear on the spine, and they still gave me a 9.8.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Dang.
It was right before everyone jumped into Star Wars, like that huge wave. So I was able to secure one, and I submitted to CGC. I feel bad. I should have submitted more because I still have like 4 more copies left, right? But I really like this book because like Darth Bane, like that could be like a 3-movie trilogy. Like his upbringing, like the abuse that he had from his father growing up, and then just him bringing back the rule of 2, just like it's what Star Wars is built on, like for the Sith, the rule of 2. So like, I mean, I think that nostalgia, I think Jen would also agree too, like that nostalgia is like, wow, like Star Wars is like just about a religion for these crazy nut fans, right?
What was
so
that?
if they really wanted to, yeah, I don't know. Like this Darth Bane story is epic, and yeah, just YouTube his biography on YouTube. Like it's an epic saga, and Thrawn is one of those epic characters, and Revan is one of those epic characters, and Bane is lumped in. And Dave Filoni has touched on Darth Bane. His ghost comes out of a tomb when Yoda visits a Sith temple. So like man, if Filoni has touched it, there's a chance that Bane could come back with Filoni's position with Disney Lucas right now. So it's great long-term spec. I don't know why it's so cheap. I don't know.
Yeah,
people bailed, and then it was like a $1,200 book. Like,
yeah, that's what see. That's what kind of threw me off because that Mace Windu was up there big time, also along with this Jedi. So, I didn't realize how far it had gone down. Maybe I'll need to go look at.
Like Ventress is like, if Ahsoka Tano is Wolverine for Star Wars, Asajj Ventress is Sabretooth. So.
But they're gonna have to change the timeline, or at least retcon something, because spoiler alert. in Dark Disciples, she dies, right? And she dies giving her life for a Jedi. And that Jedi, I think, is freaking awesome. We need to see more of him. He was in Clone Wars. Oh shoot, he had the dreads. I'm blanking.
Wasn't it Quinlan Voss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and it's such a well-written end. And then what happens when they like lay her body down, like that's why I was like, I'm crying. But like it was so good, they would have to they could just take that Dark Disciples and move it later because she dies before Dooku does. So you just need to move that, which I mean Disney can do that. It's their own property. They can do whatever they want. But I think that's where like people who have like read the book are like, well, she's technically dead in Ahsoka. And it's like, no, they can do what they want. Like we've already seen them like move things around. But there's a game. Have you guys? It was a PC game, and they had really cool story cinematics that someone actually went and pieced together and put on YouTube. That is awesome. That's also worth watching if you guys have like 20-30 minutes.
All right. Anybody else have something to add on this one?
No, I didn't. I was looking it up. There's also a gold foil cover of this book.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to find.
Impossible. Yeah.
Which one?
Of the Jedi versus Sith. I didn't know that. I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now.
It's that one.
Yeah,
I saw it at a shop for $1,000.
Are you serious, Jen? You just pulled that up?
Yeah, because I know what you're talking about.
That is so dope, man. Dude, you need you need to come on this show more often, man.
Well, Nico did. Who is the boy? Oh, shoot, he did an interview with these boys. Oh crap! Where the parents gave him some money, and then they basically bought books, and then did their own like version of flipping to get books that they wanted, and they found that book for like $5.
Wow!
And they like flipped. I think it was like $7.50 at that time. I think when they went to go sell it.
Wow.
Hey, Rob, do you know that too?
Yeah, I do. It's an Australian priced one. It's a lot of them kind of out there, but it's like you have to know what series and what year it came out because the database for Australia is spotty because it's hard to track down what was printed and what wasn't. But Australia is a different beast. That's a show on its own. But we can move on to the next one.
All right. Well, I guess that was it for everybody. Let's see the poll here. We went 70 some odd % went with Mace Windu. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, okay. This is another one. I'm curious what you guys are going to say. This is a tough one. Aaron really gave us some good stuff. Really? Okay. Well,
Echo sucked.
All right. I mean, okay, hold on. We'll get to this. Black Widow 1 variant CGC 9.8, first Yelena Belova, or you could go Daredevil number 9, first appearance of Echo. So hold up your sides.
After what I saw in episode 5 today, Yelena Belova is just phenomenal.
Dude, from the Black Widow movie. Like
but today was good, yeah. Like she's just given just a few lines in this show, and she's just.
I ain't seen the episode, so don't do all that extra talking.
No spoilers, no spoilers added. But she's in the episode, and
it's already a spoiler because I didn't know she was in the episode.
Yeah, she came out last week.
I thought that was just a cameo.
Come on.
No, that was her first appearance. That was her first appearance in Hawkeye.
All right, hold on.
Sound like today is the first full.
First full, okay. Touche.
The ninth wonder, you're gonna go up against Red Hood because you guys are already.
Oh man,
have fun.
Tell me why I should buy this Echo book, man.
Because I said so. I mean, how you gonna go against a mute with one leg, dog? Like, they not killing this character off anytime soon. She hitting so many diversity categories for Marvel. It's ridiculous, bro. I mean, ethnic, disability, and me being the dad of a disabled daughter, like, that's good to see, bro. That's good to see that they made her an asshole and not an overly sympathetic character. Man, but I like Yelena Belova too. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of these books. I will say this. I'm not sure. I guess is the market decided that number 9 is the book for Echo and not the 10 where she got her first cover appearance?
It always has been number 9. Always.
I don't know. I just buy what I like, man. I don't really get into But on the flip, I guess, if you're looking to flip it down the line, I guess that might matter. But shit, I mean, 9, 10, 11, the 55. I like all of these David Mack Echo books, man. I mean, this cover look better. No, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I think this cover look better than that Black Widow cover up there. So that's my reason for going with the Echo over the Yelena Belova jump.
Okay, so in episode 5 today,
no spoilers.
The actress was given very.
Why are we talking about the show?
Well, okay, just straight up. Okay, the actor. Okay, all right. I said all right. Okay, look. The two actresses.
You were driving distance, man.
No. Leave me alone. Look, I'll scratch your eyes out, bro. I'll scratch your eyes out.
Okay, how about in the Black Widow movie? Because even in that movie, she's shown.
Okay, look. So I'm looking at this way. I totally appreciate all the challenges the actress has. For playing the part of Echo, but I forgot the actress name playing Yelena Belova. Like, she is phenomenal.
Florence Pugh. She's so good.
Oh yeah. Pugh,
Come on. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot her
Haven't
name.
you seen Little Women? No.
No, but I saw Fighting with My Family, and she was really good in that.
Yeah, Fighting with the Family. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Jen and I made each other watch each other's movies, so I got Fighting with the Family, and she had to watch Little Women, and she wasn't happy with me.
So, but I'm just so impressed with Florence Pugh, right? So, like, Iron Man was a book that nobody really bought, right? And when they put Robert Downey Jr. and cast him as Iron Man, like, that became a thing. Like, no offense to the other Black Widow, but like, this one is a Black Widow, like, more in tune with the comics. Like, yeah, and you can't challenge the art. Like J.G. Jones, it was a different time. David Mack is like the Mac, So like, if we're just going off of cover picks, like Ninth Show, if you have a chance, go check it out. If we're just doing cover picks, I like the David Mack cover. But like, if we're looking at first appearance of a character, right, and that character is who's a better actress? Let's just put it that way, because that will determine the value of the book. Who's the better actress? Are they going to get and what's the long term play? Like, is Echo going to be in a movie?
She's in her own series.
She got her own show.
No, is she going to be in a movie?
That's they're spending
difference because because Green Arrow, that actor in Green Arrow, like, did they put him in a movie? Did they take the kid from the Flash TV show and put him in the DCU or whatever? Right, there's a difference, right? So of being able to get people to go buy a ticket to go watch you, right?
But you can't really compare DC because
I'm just saying box office, right? Yeah. So Florence Pugh is box office. That other actress is not. Like,
everyone in the chat's asking why we're not talking about Inhumans #5.
Because wasn't that considered a cameo? Because isn't that Almighty?
So
this is
the label,
Yelena Belova, is it not?
Yeah.
The label on Inhumans 5 now says, or it has said, but I recently saw it, and it says first appearance of Yelena Belova, face not shown.
Based on what?
That's a fucking heartbreaker. In parentheses that it says face not shown. So
it's in shadow, right?
Are pretty much tied.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think this one's finally moving up ahead of Inhumans 5, just by like 5%, little shade.
That's true.
Okay, so it comes down to these two books, okay? Like, if I had to pick based on just what I know, like, I would take the Black Widow. I mean, after, let me tell you something, guys, okay? And I know Ninth hasn't seen it, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but after 5 episodes, Like, do you think that character, like, do you want to watch an Echo series? Like, you haven't even seen much of her.
Isn't what Mel says, let the beat build?
I guess there's one episode left.
No, but it's gonna go into her own
solo series.
Yeah, like I think they're only showing her tiny bits here to give her time to shine like later.
Let me tell you, the reason why a lot of people are like onto this Echo is because they got the books and they want the books to go up in value, and that's why they're all excited for the series. I don't blame them, right? Because it could drive the value of their book.
I mean, but
if you didn't have any of these books,
yeah,
and these books didn't exist, would you want an Echo series?
But I think Echo in the comics was, excluding the Phoenix Echo thing, excluding that, has been a badass in the comics. I think people are hoping that she gets there.
Yeah,
but
I see. I'm not trying to like diss anybody's spec. They're like. I'm just telling you that for me, I would pick the first book over the second, and I'll just leave it at that. I don't want people to get pissed off at me.
I mean, I think both are like if you can get both.
Yeah, just buy both.
But look, you know what I'm talking. I mean, you get what I'm talking about. There's clearly a major league level actress against a minor league level actress, right?
She's newer. She's newer too, right? Echo.
Well, yeah, but
the actress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when we go into like after the show, I'll break down kind of what I feel.
Okay,
after the show, so people don't get mad. Yeah,
there's 3 versions of that Black Widow book. You got the Dynamic Forces variant, which if that was a 9.8, absolutely 100%. There's also the Natasha Romanoff
cover A.
Cover A. Like, okay, so if we were comparing those two, I would definitely pick Daredevil 9. But this one here, this book here is tough to find. That the Yelena Belova cover B, this book is tough to find. I've only found I have like maybe a stack of Daredevil 9s, but I've only been able to find one copy of that Black Widow cover right there. So yeah, that one, and on top of that, it's a black cover too. Shit, I'm all over that. I'm all over Black Widow, and on top of that, the actress playing her, it's like watching Yakov Smirnov episodes of Night Court.
Everything's right though. Right now, the arc right now, I keep hoping it gets better. But the issue 3 cover looks awesome. Remember Laura with the moon?
Yeah, that's fantastic. Who is the artist there?
The story isn't okay.
There's potential there, and we did cover this actress. I mean, she has a really cool story, and I mean, her own origin story in a sense. But I want to know if you guys know something, or if I know something that you guys don't know about the Daredevil cover. Does anybody know who he modeled her face after? No, you guys don't know? Okay, I'll tell you guys.
Who was the muse? Who was it?
So David Mack used his Kabuki face on that cover. I told you this, Jen. I gave you a cheat on this, which I think is kind of interesting. Sorry, I have to know something you guys don't know. It's difficult to do. All right, the chat said Yelena Belova, sorry, for 59%. And then 40% went with Echo. So,
see,
the fourth is really good.
See, next year when Echo got her own series out, and we ain't seen Yelena in no movies or TV shows, they're gonna be tripping over their own feet to get a Daredevil number 9, and I'm gonna just be shaking my head.
What do you think, Phil?
Well, the counter, I mean, they're throwing a lot of money at Echo. I mean, like, she's being spotlighted here, and it costs like $1 million an episode, or a couple million to do, right, on these D+ shows. I mean, it just sucks that DD11 has entered the conversation as first appearance of Echo, parentheses, Maya Lopez, right? I'm actually really surprised that both of these books haven't moved up a ton after Hawkeye. So I don't know. Like Feige said, yeah, Florence Pugh is like amazing. Like, wow, they're mind blown with their talent. And then they're saying the same thing about this Echo chick. So I mean, we're just seeing one side of this rage right now. Let's see. Let's see what the turning point does for the audience. So,
I
mean,
you know what?
yeah.
I would watch an Echo series with the chunky little girl that they had at the beginning of the
Yeah,
show
she's
before I
cute.
would watch this Echo series. That other the 8-year-old version of Echo is more interesting than the new one, than the older
I don't
one.
know. My opinion, I think she's pretty, and I think it's just so amazing that she's overcome so many of these obstacles in her personal life, right? So, man.
Well,
You
see,
know, it's
because
tough.
I'm not a handicap aside. I'm just like, why would I like I put that aside. I just look at the quality of the acting. You know what I mean? That's all I'm looking at.
Joe, you was in theater when you was in high school.
Shut up. Yeah, a long time ago.
I'm just looking at the quality of the acting.
No,
Even
like
in me
no, like for me,
performing.
like why
Fucking
would I
Red
watch
Hood
you?
and Stanislavski and shit.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, there you go.
I'm just looking at the quality.
The quality.
Yeah,
Okay,
you threw me a
She's got a
curveball with that
bike too,
ninth. I
man.
never thought ninth.
Hey, Specs Man, you need to watch the news episode because that might change.
What, the newest episode?
The translator's not going to be there forever.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
no, that's it. Moving on. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. You guys gotta
All right.
watch it. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, ninth's going to get mad.
Oh, he's going to get you guys. He will. All right. So this next one, Mercenat, was your choice. So I'm going to have you take the lead here so that I can participate on this one.
Oh, okay.
Did you know you did this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was aware. Yes.
Yeah, I want to play. So I'm moving you up to the presenters panel. There you go.
Well, shucks.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go. All right.
You're up on top, dog.
Go ahead.
Okay. We have a Baddie Man, number 227, CGC 85 at $2,000. We're gonna round up, and we have Batman 251 CGC 9.0 at 19, and that's what it ended at. So everybody, take a minute, take a hot second to think. Figure out what you would rather have for the price.
You messed Anthony up on this one. When I showed him this, he's like, I can't choose. He's like, that's
right.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and on the count of 3, you're fucking up my OCD, y'all.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, on the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That was like 10. All right.
Okay. So, who picked what? Okay, bring those back.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Laura, what did you pick?
I picked Flipside, but don't pick me because I have to set up a poll. I'll chime in later.
Okay.
Pick somebody else, yeah.
Okay. So let's do Rob in 9th.
All right. I want the 227 85 because I know anything above a 7.0 is rough because that book was loved on, and I can't help but put on my foreign cap and say that this is the set. That's the set that's widely picked, that's gone for as far as picking up that cover. The 227 is the beloved set around the world. So, you know, the stigma behind the 227 is definitely the one my eye attracts to. Nothing wrong with the 251. Don't get me wrong, but I know the 227 is a beloved character. That thing is liquid. You couldn't go wrong with either one of these books, just for the sake of it.
Exactly what Ant said. He's like, you can't mess this up. Just pick one. I'm like, all right, cool.
I agree with Rob. You can't go wrong with either one of this book, but give me the one with fucking Joker on it, man.
Yeah. 9.0.
Y'all want to know why?
Why?
Joker is an asshole.
227 because there's no place like home.
Oh yeah, 227.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why Phil was picking the 251. He just bought a 227 from me. We just sent it out to CGC.
Ooh.
So why'd you pick it? You just bought the 227 from me, Phil.
Awkward.
I had a magic ball. You didn't know? I asked Xandar, should I buy this on Whatnot from Joe for 600 something? But Steve tried to outbid me. I was a little hurt, but
oh yeah, that's right. I was wondering who came in with that other bid. Yeah.
yeah, I will say that these the first thing that is gonna hit, right? It should be Superman for DC, but it's Batman, right? For Vintage. But yeah, I'm looking for that next Silver Surfer issue 4 where it's just a cover spec, right? And these do it for me big time. That 227 is still a Bronze Age book, right? They're both Bronze Age books. So yeah. These are just so iconic. They should be worth more, but I think now they're finally getting some of that love. I mean, before like an 8.0, that 227 was only like $650. Like it was just always just, and it's just so hard to get to that 8.0 and above. Like OG collectors, like just that chase is really hard. But
especially with that dark cover. I mean, when you have all that black in the background, you're gonna get spine ticks everywhere.
It's tough.
Yeah, and that Joker playing card cover is just so amazing as well too. So, but that one's a little bit more common to get in high grade. But I just chose the playing card because I didn't want Joe to be so mad at me.
No, man, it's all good. I've got another one still. I just think this is when Neil Adams was at the height of his powers. You know what I mean? Like just like that Batman 227 is probably one of the greatest homages ever. Like just bar none.
This is one of those moments where you say you can't afford Detective 31, so you buy 227. It's a constellation price. That's what this is.
But it in defense of that, it could be like two different books. Like it's homage, but like he even homaged his homage. Like I think it was a Harley Quinn book or it was a Batman book not too long ago where he homaged the girl running out as Harley Quinn. And I love that cover. I just can't remember. I think it's a Batman cover. But it's an homage of this one.
There's also a Darkwing Duck one.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
there is. Good,
you're right. Good one.
Good call out. Yeah. That's a cool cover.
But I can't help but say this. Oh. Go ahead, Phil.
Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
If I had to really give you guys the lens of this, the 227, the toughest one in the world to track down, if I had to say, is the Lebanese. The Lebanese, there's 3 different editions. 2 of them are bootlegs. The original in the foreign lens is going for more than that 2,000. And that's in any grade. It doesn't matter. Just the fact of getting the first print is even tougher. The 251 is easier because, it's a little bit more common. But between the Lebanese and the Mexican Navarro, shout out to John Z. He has both. But that book is, Mercenaries doing it. It's hot. Can't find it. Now, to talk about rare, good luck. You better off buying one of these for that price than trying to get that Lebanese.
Guys, I'm going to pause you really quickly. We have 103 live viewers. Make sure that you are giving the show a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Tales from the Flipside has shows every single day of the week, so There's content every single day, good quality content. These guys are insane. And Jen. Jen and these guys are insane. So you guys want to make sure you're tuning in. Such great information. I just sit here in awe of you. So make sure you guys give it a thumbs up and let's keep going. Sorry. Who's next? Who didn't say anything?
Let's do the next one. We're good.
Hold on. The point that I want to make about Batman 251. This was like the easiest 9.4 I ever got on a book. And I don't even know how. You know what I'm saying? But this one is like all ticked up, and there's no way I'm going to be able to upgrade this. You know what I'm saying? So, but that being said, as far as 251 goes, that to me, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that's like the first appearance of the modern Joker. Because when it comes to Batman villains, like they have the first Silver Age appearance, the first I'm like, that's the first modern Joker in my opinion.
The paper is a little bit different on both books too, so that's another thing. So like the 251's easier to press, also. You know what I mean? And just when this. The 227, the dark colors too, man, they're a pain in the ass. So
Ant's trying to shop during the show.
Right. I would too.
Yeah. Why don't you hop on, Ant? We only have one more to go.
I like how Mercenot did that so he could show off his book. I don't know how this
I know.
came out in a 9.4. This is stupid,
This is horseshit.
Yeah, this is a bullshit 9.4.
Fuck
It's only about $5,000. It's stupid,
He just throws it behind him. That's great stuff. Wait, Jen, which one did you pick? I don't remember now. Which one was your vote?
227. Just because it's a 15 center. I've been trying to. If I see 12 to 15 centers, I just pick them up just because they're getting harder and harder to find.
Well, hot damn, he took up my challenge.
I've been trying to.
Now it's echo.
Now there's an echo. Yeah, we can hear you twice, Jen. Hi, Anthony. Fix your mic. We'll give him a second. He was probably just chomping at the bit wanting to come in here. Guys, for those of you who don't know, that is Anthony, the owner of Bird City Comics.
How's that?
Better.
Good.
Yeah.
Did somebody say Candyman 3 times and I appeared?
Basically, yeah. So, Ant, we'll let you just weigh in really quickly before I move on to the next one. What's your pick here?
That 227, and I posted a comment, Mr. Mercenot, if you need me to take that off your hands, I got you, dog. The extra ticky one.
Man, I'm trying to hold on for dear life until I can at least upgrade, but that might be impossible at this point.
Yeah, I was talking to Laura about this book earlier, and I was like, everybody knows the 251, but that 227 is just so sexy.
Sexy, huh?
It's mysterious, and it's got the blonde in it, and you know me, I got a thing. But everybody knows the Joker cover, so I dig them both. So
you guys want a cheap alternative? Go for the Brazilian E-Ball 227. It's clean. It has a 70s like trade dress across the top. It's virtually inexpensive. It's a beautiful book. Whenever you get a chance, between my IG or John Z's, if you see the Brazilian E-Ball, it's gorgeous. Give it a shot.
All right, good stuff. And now, Ant, you got here just in time. I'm going to let Phil host this next one because this is his pick, and this is also our final comparison. So, Phil, you're going to take the reins. And
all right,
here we go.
Are they Star Wars books?
Oh, nice.
No.
Okay,
Ooh.
so we have some kind of old spec versus some new spec. So up on top, we got Amazing Spider-Man 300, CGC 9.8, off-white to white pages for $5,500. Okay, $50 shipping. And on the bottom, we got an old schooler here, Captain Britain #1, CGC 9.8, and with a buy it now from Canada $5,162.50, $30 shipping. So we have first appearance of Venom versus first appearance of Captain Britain ever. So, all right, let's see on the count of 3, or you guys need a couple seconds or something.
No,
I think I got it.
USA.
Okay, on the count of 3.
USA.
3,
USA.
2, 1. All right.
USA. USA.
Oh, Ant, you don't have a sign. Shit, sorry.
Does Anthony have one? What do you got?
No. Lord didn't give me a sign, but I'm holding up my make believe sign, USA.
What, okay.
Okay.
Flipside,
So,
baby.
Laura, you got Flipside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And does Jen have Deal?
She does.
Is that right? Oh, let's get the girls. Let's get the girls here. All right.
Tag me in. Let me tag me in.
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of copies of Amazing Spider-Man floating around. I get that, but it's really tough to get a 9.8. It's a thicker book. Wasn't easily pressed. It put Todd McFarlane on the map. I'm trying to think of why else this is a good pick. Okay, Anthony and I were talking about this earlier. Sorry, Ant, I'm stealing your answer.
It's all good.
Ultimately, you're betting on Venom being a long-term stronger character than Captain Britain, right? So I think if I had to choose between the two, I would go with that one.
I like it.
Thanks, Jen.
Okay.
Rebuttal.
Rebuttal.
Real quick, what year did the Spider-Man come out in?
94?
1988?
88? Is it that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Captain Britain came out in 76. And 9.8 with the blue label means the mask is inside.
Yep.
Because if it was green, that means the mask would be missing.
Right.
Correct.
So it has the mask. It's an older book. I think because I'm having such a hard time finding older books, I'm now gravitating towards just when I see them, just grabbing them, because in my area they're just drying up. And then even when I was traveling, the older books are just drying up. And isn't this also, is this a foreign?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Right?
UK book.
Cooler. Lucas says at the top. In full cooler.
Like this is the same publication. Like this is First Blade, and
that's cool.
you can see the size difference. So that Captain Britain's tougher to get inside of a regular board. This is a magazine size board. So
just
is Captain Britain Canadian?
nah.
Captain British Columbia.
that's
what I was thinking.
What is that? Alpha Flight is the Canadian.
Alpha Flight, yeah, because he's got the maple leaf on his chest. That's a dead giveaway.
I think a lot of
Oh shit! I forgot the poll. Oh, continue.
I think a lot of this seed is coming from the speculation that Henry Cavill is going to be Captain Britain.
I'm just picking it because it's a foreign book that's from 76 that has the mask. 9.8. That can, like, I feel like I'll never come across a 9.8 of that. When I know some person in America in some back issue collection of some
I get it.
comics in there, and there's 90 comics. I don't care. And then you're like, yeah, like I feel like I have a better chance of finding the 300 than I do of this Captain Britain, especially in this grade.
That's a great point. Like
the wrap on that Captain Britain, the mask, it has a rubber band on. It has a like a little rubber band for the head, and that thing deteriorates pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty good chance that rubber band is intact as well. So that's why I would give the edge to Captain Britain.
And the paper quality on this is newsprint, so this is really, really thin, and it's like even for mine, the spine is rough already just from trying to store it. But it's rough. It's not as it's not as Marvel paper-ish, but this is like go with the new paper inserts, and it kind of, like you say, there's no barcode, so it's tough. Just this is a UK weekly.
Really quickly, guys, the Ninth Wonder has to take off, so say bye. Thanks for coming out.
No,
bye, Ninth.
Before I head out, I'll just keep it simple on this book. Captain Britain is a simp. and Venom is an asshole. So who book would you rather have? A guy named Venom or a guy named Captain Britain?
That's what I'm saying though.
Which
Venom.
one sound cooler? Captain Britain or
Hey,
Venom?
let me just give you guys all one thought.
America or come on, man.
Right. Let this marinate, okay? Ready? Merca. That's it.
Fuck yeah.
See y'all next time.
Bye. Thanks for
All right,
coming
nice.
out. All right. Where did we leave off? Who was talking? Oh, Rob, you were saying something. Continue.
No, I was saying it's just the newsprint on the Captain Britain is tough already. That's the one thing about that book that makes it that much tougher for a 9.8. Like you said, you know, you could look. I don't need the numbers census for ASM 300, but I know that Captain Britain, it has to be less than 5. It has
Wait,
to be.
I'll give you the census numbers. I got them.
I feel like the Captain Britain is like PC. Like if I ever got a hold of one, I'm just keeping that. I'm not going to resell it. I feel like if I get a hold of the 300, I'll probably sell it a couple times.
No, the Captain Britain's getting while the getting's good. It's not going to retain because basically you're saying Captain Britain is a better character than Venom, and that is not
I'm
true.
saying the condition in the book
The Jen's
and it being foreign.
Like,
That's why
it's a
I'm
9.8.
keeping it. Like
Right. That's what I'm saying though. Right now, it's peak right now. It's ceiling. It's at it. Because I think because as soon as they get done with Henry and whoever they're going to cast at it, and they come out, Venom's got that long-term sustainability. Damn, say that 3 times fast after you've had some White Claws. I'm just saying that is what it comes down to: Venom or Captain Britain. What do you want in your box?
I think people that want the Captain Britain, they're not necessarily concerned with pop culture. They're concerned with
the character.
I think they're more concerned about like the condition of that book, you know what I'm saying, and like the mask and you know just all the other stuff that comes with it, you know what I'm, you know, because like I've subbed a couple of those magazines, you know, like in that similar condition, and those are a bitch to get in the 9.8, you know what I'm saying. So I think
like my understanding, I mean I haven't been overseas yet to Europe, but that like my thought before was, oh, there's comic book stores over there. But it's like, no, there's more like antique stores and like just people who have it in their shop. So like finding higher grade, even when you're over there, is really tough. Even like on modern stuff, like again, because it's being placed like it's not like specialty shops. But that's why again, like Captain Britain would be one PC, Venom would be the flip over and over and over again because it would keep. Like, but yeah, does that make?
Yeah, look what Solo Wookie said. Is there a T tax on the Captain Britain book? American Beatles are better than English Rolling Stones. That's Solo Wookie's take. I wish he was on tonight too. I miss him. Anybody want to add to Jen's thought there?
No, I think it's a different type of play. You know, if it helps if you already have the amazing 9.8, it makes that decision a lot easier. You know. Or even if you have a high grade 9.4, 9.6, that's a thing too. Rarity, like how many? Like, did Aaron put on there how many 9.8s exist of the Captain Britain?
Yes, Red Hood, he did. Stand by. Let's see. We have 27,000 total graded. You have 1,196 9.8s. And 10 9.9s for ASM 300. For Captain Britain, you have 575 total graded with 106 9.8 blue labels.
Right.
Oh wow.
So that's a thing. Rarity is a thing. Like second prints, variants. Like when people collect books, they want to add some things that are just hard to find. Like it's almost like we're like archaeologists, man. We like discovering and finding rare and hard to find books. Like if you have a chance of getting a 9.8 Captain Britain with everything that you heard tonight, I mean, like that you should consider. I'm not saying to go buy it, but it should be taken under consideration. Yeah.
Look at this comment. I'm in the UK and I even don't want Captain Britain.
Well, it's a part
we're in America and we don't want Captain Americas.
No, but it's a part of comic book history. I mean, it's a thing, you know.
I want Captain America too, Aunt.
I want Batman. Give me Batman all day.
For my taste though, like if you put these two books up, there's only one choice, and it's Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, but I totally appreciate where Jen's coming from, because in this case for me it's just Spidey, but there's other cases where I may choose a hard to find variant over something that seems so obvious, you know.
All I heard was I agree with Laura. Right? That's all you said right now, right?
Laura, quick FYI, I'm about to hop off. I appreciate you guys letting me on. It was super awesome. You guys are killing it. But I ordered some za, and it's going to be here in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to get off.
All right. Thanks, babe, for hopping on.
Za? What's that? Pizza?
Hot circles.
Pizza?
It's a hot circles. You know it. So I'm going to start without you, and you guys are having a great show. Keep killing it. I'll holler at y'all later.
Bye.
All right. Later.
I like him.
All right.
Anyway,
He's a good guy. Y'all should go out.
I know, right? I kind of like him. It's so.
They have
weird.
a lot in common.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy between both of y'all.
We're in that newlywed phase.
There might be something there, guys. I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe it could be long term. Yeah. Anyways, that was the last one that we had for the night. But Aaron wanted me to mention a couple things. First off,
you don't have to mention it just because Aaron said, you know, this is your show.
It's true. Comic Book Women rocks. I'm gonna put a new poll out. What's your favorite show? Comic Book Women or Comic Book Women? Okay. Thanks, Jen. Thanks. You got my dorky humor. At the end of the show, with the Modern Playbook slide, mention that the Modern Playbook team is presenting Ghost Books with Mr. Longshort. There.
Ooh.
So I did it. Also, if you guys have not checked us out, Jen, Lucy, and I started our own channel, Nearing Nerdvana. And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. No, wait. Eggs before they hatch. No, wait.
Yeah. Something like that.
Count
Whatever.
chickens before they're hatched. Yes.
I don't want to count my chickens before they... No, that's not right.
Well,
That's
because
right.
it's a chicken before it hatches.
All right. Well, I don't want... Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That.
Like that.
But something really cool is happening with Nearing Nirvana. So make sure that you are following us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We go live every Friday right before the Hot 10. And it's a fun little way to kind of like warm up before you head over to the Hot 10 show. It's really fun. We include a lot of really cool so kind of side topics that we don't really get to talk about a lot on Comic Book Women. We kind of pull it all over to this one. And then Bird City Comics, obviously, that's who I'm representing tonight. We deal in exclusive. So if that's your jam, make sure you subscribe with us. Now, before we move on, do you guys have anything that you want to mention before we call it for the night? Urshad's quiet. I don't know how to respond.
Christmas Day, I'm doing a toy chest video, and I should have a haul. I got a haul that I did the other day, and I should be doing another haul pretty damn soon. And we got some fire shit. Per usual.
You find some really cool stuff over there.
Yeah, always jealous of his videos. I'll be like, dang, he found all the good stuff.
Yeah, it's like Mercenot lives in an area where they don't like check the value of any of their books. You know,
I feel bad for Nico.
I'm in shark infested waters, and I still find what I find. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I found the Holy Grail. Nobody knows what it's worth.
Is that a cat tower behind you? It is, right?
Yeah. I got it. Yeah, I think my cat showed up. She made a cameo appearance a little while ago.
You just couldn't see her face.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, Mercenot, I got a cat, and we just weaned him off of Temptations, and it's like crack cocaine to cats. That's
really?
a thing. I saw it on YouTube. My cat was clawing at the door for weeks, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, because it wanted some Temptations. You know, it's like, shut the fuck up. And you just give him the whole fucking bag, dude. Shut up. I'm trying to sleep. And it's like a crackhead, dude. So we looked on YouTube, me and my wife, we looked on YouTube. It's a thing, dude. It shows these cats all freaking out. Like,
you got the shakes?
Yes, dude. Like my cat was on strung out for a week. Like, dude, we had to put my cat on the 12 steps, bro.
Poor baby.
But now it's like
Temptations
so
Anonymous.
don't buy your cat Temptations, man. That cat.
Oh my god, my face
You heard it
hurts.
from Red Hood first. You know, don't give your cat Temptations. That cat was tripping out, dude. Oh my god. Go look it up. Temptations cat. Like you'll be shocked, dude. I don't know what the hell they put in there. They probably do put crack in that. Somebody like over at Purina. Hey, wait till the cats try this shit, right? Is just dumping all that shit in there? Wow. But
I don't know how
literally,
to
my
segue that.
my cat's eyes were looking at me. I was getting ready for work, and all right, dude. Like shit, it's creepy, man.
Jen?
Yeah, speaking of cat tower, I got a cat tower too over in the living room.
Red Hood's talking about his cracked out cat. Sorry, this is a weird show. I don't know why I volunteered to do this. Ooh, thank you. Refill. All right, Jen, what do you have going on this week? Anything we should know about?
I wanted to do like a C2E2 like leftover show because I still have so much stuff. I don't know when, and yeah.
Look, it is a thing.
See, I told you, Temptations, bro. I told you, man. Like, dude, like, do not give your cats Temptations.
Have you tried one?
No, me personally, no.
Try
I'll
one.
probably get hooked on them too and start meowing. Meow, meow, man, meow. Go to the comic shop, meow, meow.
Super Troopers.
Right, start hissing at Stray Dogs books.
Code Red can solve your problem. Get a dog.
I have a dog. My dog got hooked on him too. My dog was here. I was like, don't eat that shit. I got a little Yorkie. Don't eat that shit. My dog.
Oh.
It's true.
Terrible.
Yeah. All right, Rob, what do you have going on? Are you gonna be on Whatnot this week?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Wonder Woman Whatnot show. I got some Jenny Frison Gold to put up. Got some signed books by her. I had a couple of them from 2017. And I got some foreigns I might throw in there too. So be on the lookout for that.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Frison's
Give him a
amazing.
follow.
So give him a follow. And Phil, what do you got going on?
Okay, so I mentioned Star Wars this Friday, so I put a pretty diverse Star Wars magazine, like comic, like just variant, like show. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun, and we have our first store exclusive variant coming out through Whatnot through 6 other vendors. There'll be seven of us. Mellow Fellow, Duffy Boys, Mighty Mel B, who else? Torpedo, to myself, and then there's someone else that's I can't remember. Oh, maybe Skeff Comics, maybe, I think. But we're having a Good Boy exclusive through Whatnot, and
cool.
we got trade dresses, foils, and metal variants. So,
And I can't wait to get my free copy of that. That's badass, Phil. Thank you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
UF4, man.
I'm so glad you're
trade
my
for some
friend.
Stray dogs.
You had me at Mighty Mel. If Mighty Mel's in on this, I'm in.
Yeah, so we're gonna rock that out once they get shipped over to us. So follow all of our streams, and like our Instagrams will have that information on who else has it, right? So give us a follow. We're gonna make those available, as soon as we hear from Whatnot and what if we need to go through any other guidelines. But definitely would like to let those rip in auction if I can, or let some buy it now. We'll see what they want us to do, and yeah, it's been pretty exciting. It's cool. Yeah, it's great. I can't believe I have my own comic book for the first time. So
that's a
That's awesome.
huge milestone. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well deserved. That's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, and thank you so much
going
for
on?
doing all the comparisons too. You provided a lot of the comparisons tonight, so you're behind the scenes badass with all this stuff. Like I've never realized how much Yi does behind the backgrounds and like people that pick this stuff. This is a cool show. There's so much work that goes into it. So if you guys are watching and you haven't hit a thumbs up, please do that. What were you saying,
Yeah,
Jen? Sorry.
Did you see Spider-Man tomorrow?
Dude, I can't. I'm so Ugh.
I saw it last night on Twitter. Dude, like any spoiler you wanted, there was some guy from Russia, like I guess, or I don't know what country, Slovenia or whatever, but like he's you can hear him watching it, and when all the good stuff's happened, yeah, it's a Spider-Man, ah! And I was like, wow, man, like, wow.
He was on the Temptations, man.
Something. He goes, oh, Peter Poker, Peter. And I was like, wow. Okay. I'm going to do that at the first showing. Peter Poker.
I'll kick you out.
Just start spazzing out.
Shit.
Like foreign style.
Jen, I don't know if we can have him on our show. I think it'll hurt my face and my stomach too much. Like, I don't know if I can make it through a whole episode with just Red
we'll
Hood.
Have fun, man. We'll have fun. I talk about crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happens to me, man.
All right, very good. Hold on, I'm behind in comments. Let's see here. It was hilarious. Ella Red Hood was sending them all to me. Made me some popcorn. Some great movie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he saw the movie too. Yeah.
So, like, I sent spoilers to people that don't get all like, oh, I haven't seen it. Don't give me any spoilers. Like, I don't care, dude. You know, like, I don't know how you can ruin something. Like, if I saw like the ending of a movie, I'm not going to be at the movie. Oh, I know what happens. Let me tell you. You know, it's like, dude, if it's on Twitter, it's not really a spoiler. Give me a break.
I will say the one time that I was really upset was I did to myself too. It was before Rogue One. And I'm like, oh, look at the cast. And I'm at the first showing in Chicago, but there's already other people I've seen other places. And I pulled it up and then I read that everyone dies. And I was like, and then the movie started and I was like, yeah.
Damn.
I did the same damn thing.
It's like,
Yeah. That's rough. That's
Ruin
very
that.
rough. Wait, so
We need some
Luis?
closing thoughts.
Hold on. Oh yeah, shit. I was supposed to have a closing thought, huh? Ooh. Anybody have a closing thought? Merchant, you look like you're thinking.
Um,
You were doing the thinking face. Come on.
like a Jerry Springer closing thought.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, sometimes relationships don't work out, and the person that you want doesn't want you, but there's no reason to bash in their car windows. So take care of yourself and take care of America. Good night, everybody.